Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahshai Bashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them, that taught us this truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with a World War III daily update. Not too much to tell. We know that there's a so-called war going on in Eastern Europe. We know that the Moabites the Chinese are ready to strike and take their land back over in Taiwan. And we know of the war that's been going on in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Middle East, right? Where everything is going to culminate. So we'll just look at World War III real quick. Let you know that everything is in the scriptures. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe, it's talking about World War II, is past, right? And behold, the third woe cometh quickly, all right? Now, World War III is going to be different than World War II. World War III is going to be fought with computers, with new weapons, nuclear. World War II was atomic, right? World War II supposedly ended with atomic bombs. Well, now they have nukes. Now they have hypersonic missiles, right? Now propaganda, you got the internet, okay? And there's a propaganda war. This is asymmetric war. This is something totally different than what went on in the first two. Here's World War II. Here's World War I and II. Slovakia. Went the wrong way. Let's go here. Let's go to 9. Okay. Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past. That's World War I. And behold, there come two woes more hereafter. World War I, right, which is described from here, from 1 to 11, right? All of this is World War I, okay? And then it says from here, from 9, okay, it says there come two woes more hereafter. When you get up to 11, you've already dealt with the second woe. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. If you go to 8, Revelation 8, it tells you about all three of them. Revelation 8 and 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, World War I, World War II, World War III. Okay? That's in 8. 9 describes 1, and it never describes 3. It just tells you that it's coming quickly. Well, this will describe 3. This is describing World War III. This is how it's going to end. Quickly, if you will. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Okay? Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What does it mean their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet? Well, without getting a strike, let's get a visual of that. There. Their flesh, look at the flesh. What does it mean to consume? It means to burn. Okay. You want to watch that, Terminator 2, Judgment Day? Right? Saraconic dream of apocalypse, nuclear bomb, Okay, so this is the way World War III is going to end. All right. Where is that again? Zechariah. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand. See, this is World War III. All right, so what do we have here? Let's watch old Skeletor here. Full Spectrum Survival Channel, March 22, which was yesterday. Danger, NATO warning. Cyber attacks starting. Okay. USA declared new NWO. Belarus ready to attack. So this is asymmetric warfare. It's going on different levels. On the computer, banking, all right? They're trying to change the currency to digital, right? They got this thing, whatever this means. We're letting you know that they're really all together. They're in cahoots, right? Who is NATO in the scriptures? Well, that's the beast, NATO and the EU. Okay? Hey, danger. What does Skeletor have to say? Hope a commercial doesn't come.
In some of the most dangerous words that you have heard so far in the year 2022, the current acting president of the United States of America, Joe Biden, has warned that America, the entire world, is starting a new world order. This is a direct quote from Biden. We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy, not just the world economy, the world, that occurs every 3 or 4 generations. A general told me, he says, that 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we have established a liberal world order. And it hasn't happened in a long while. Now is the time when things are shifting and there's going to be a new world order out there. And we have got to lead it. We have got to unite the rest of the free world in doing so.
That's not going to happen. What did he say, 3 or 4 generations? Is that what he said? 3 or 4 generations? Let's see who also said that. To the 3rd and 4th generation. That hate me. Numbers 14 and 18. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation. All right? So don't let these devils fool you into believing that they are the Most High. Listen to what he says.
Even the world economy, not just the world economy, the world, that occurs every 3 or 4 generations. A general told me, he says, that 60 million people died between 1900...
Every 3rd or 4th what? Generation. These are the words of sleepy Joe Biden.
We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy, not just the world economy, the world, that occurs every 3 or 4 generations. A general told me
because the Most High, see, every 3rd or 4th generation, you are reborn into the earth. When you pass away, your spirit comes back in your family line. That's what that means. So this guy is trying to say, all right, we're about to pass the torch. This is what Esau's saying. We're going to stay in power. No, you're not. All right. Go ahead, Skeletor. Finish up.
That 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we have established a liberal world order. And it hasn't happened in a long while. Now is the time when things are shifting and there's going to be a new world order out there. And we have got to lead it. We have got to unite the rest of the free world in doing so. We have talked recently about how the United States of America, how NATO, how the European Union is preparing for world war. This is the type of shift in sentiment and shift in verbiage to the American people, to the business class, and to the world that gets them behind America pushing through for a new world war. Poland has begun preparing for a possible attack by Russia. That's according to the Ukrainian ambassador. Perpetrators of human rights abuses, this is the United States of America, saying that they must continue to face consequences. I want you to listen just to these breaking news headlines here to get an idea of where we are going. They're going to begin to impose visa restrictions on PRC officials for attempting to intimidate, harass, and repress dissidents and human rights defenders inside and outside of China. That's right, we're now bringing China into the mix of things. NATO has reinforced its defensive presence in the eastern flank of the alliance with more forces now in the air, on the land, and in the sea. As you can see, allies are working together, they say, to enhance posture.
Allies, the Allied forces, sound like World War to you?
To the Russian conflict. This is an update from the White House. The Russian government is exploring options to launch a massive cyber attack on the United States of America. I had a commenter recently say, Brad, why aren't you discussing the cyber attack and what is going to happen or the coming cyber attacks? And a lot of that is because we discuss the things that are likely to happen right now and what is going to happen in the future. And that's where we're standing today. You can expect at any moment to begin to see denial of service attacks, and you can begin to see infrastructural attacks, and maybe even banking and economic attacks.
Okay, so what does that mean? Who's fighting who? All right. What does world war mean? Does it mean that all the nations of the world are going to fight each other? If that's the case, then what does New World Order mean? That means that somehow the world done came together in order. All right. And then you got actors like Zelensky, like Donald Trump. These are actors. Ronald Reagan. And they're acting out their part. Why? Are they deceiving you into this? Okay. What else does world war mean? Okay. War of the worlds. Okay. Look at the actors. What does war of the worlds mean? Okay. What about this world? Talking about that. Let me get rid of this. All right. War of the worlds is dealing with this. This world. Okay. All right. How about this world? The fourth dimensional world. All right. The world of Israel. The chariots of Israel. The army of the Israelites. What about that world? Is that the world war that's being spoke of? What is the New World Order? Okay. What will the New World Order be? It's not going to be the old world order. All right. Well, let's get it. First, let's look at the true World War III. All right. This is Revelation 19. All right. Look for the word world. Okay. Don't be deceived out here. Here's your World War III. Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth, of the world, and their armies gathered together to make war. Here you go. World war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. There's the world war. And it's looking like this. Okay? It's looking like this. Slovakia. Bear with me for a moment and pull this up. Okay? You can't count this out. All right. This is what World War III is going to look like. Okay. And it wouldn't be hard for me to go pull up the Tic Tac incident to let you know what the hell is going on. And I saw the beast, NATO and the EU, and the kings of the earth, including Vladimir Putin, and their armies, right? There's their armies. There's their blue angels. The dragon, the great red dragon, the beast, and his angels, okay, gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse. Who sat on the horse? The rider on the white horse. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness doth he judge and make war. Let's talk about the one you ignorantly called Jesus, whose name is Yahawashah. And, jump down to 14, the armies which were in heaven followed him on white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. Who's that? Against him that sat on the horse, and against his army. Who's his army? The angels. Okay. What does it look like? Looks like this. This is World War III. All right. Satan and his angels, or the serpent, or the dragon and his angels, Michael and his angels. All right. So don't be fooled by what you are being led to believe is going on. Okay. Now, what's gonna be the culmination of this war? How about this? Here's who's gonna win. Right here. Romans 14 and 11. For as it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to the Most High. All right? Here's who wins. Got it? Every knee. And if not, Luke 19:27. But those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before. Who's saying this? Is this not written in red letters? Your benevolent and so soft and gentle Jesus. What is he saying? Who's the King of Kings? But those mine enemies. Oh, Jesus has enemies of mine. But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me, and execute them right here in front of me, and slaughter them before me. You get the point? He's coming back in a cloud, right? Well, here it is. There's your clouds, right? Here's the cloud. Great mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. The original song was published in Old Plantation Hymns in 1899. It ostensibly refers to the second coming of Hamashiach, with the she referring to the chariot that the returning Christ is depicted as driving. Get it? Get it? Get it? Here's who wins World War III. All right, enough for today. We hope that the elect were edified. With that, we're going to say shalom.